going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? It's Corey here, and today I'm going to be commentating over a 203-6 pistol gameplay. Yeah, pistol gameplay, and it's by KARNAGE Counts. Definitely check out Counts, guys. He's another one of those people that has several signature gameplays, kind of like Swifty and DeSniper. I mean, I think DeSniper is up above everybody else as far as signature gameplays goes, but Counts is one of the guys that has a lot of gameplays that are very unique to him as far as just how crazy they are, and you know, in a particular fashion. Like in this case, he's using the pistol to get a 203-6 gameplay. So definitely check out Counts. You'll see plenty more really nice gameplays like this on his channel. So if you're a gameplay person, you're gonna love his stuff. But anyway, before I get into the commentary, I just want to say real quick, please forgive me for any mistakes that I may make throughout this commentary. I actually took a few takes to do this commentary before, and then the file just would not work once I had finished it. So I tried to do a bunch of different things to get the file back, but there was something wrong with it. I don't know, corrupted or something. So I'm just doing this commentary as a redo, and you know, I don't want to waste too much time on this, so I'll just do this in one take. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, but I'm just, you know, saying, if I make one or two mistakes throughout this video, that's why I'm not fixing it up any more than I am. And please forgive me for any mistakes that I do make. But anyway, again, shouldn't be a problem. Just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, today I'm talking about basically making the most of your high school experience, but not just your high school experience, any experience. You know, if you're going into middle school, or those of you from Europe, I know you guys don't call it high school and middle school. If you're going into a new stage of your life, go into it knowing that you should make the most out of it. Now, that doesn't mean that you should put pressure on yourself. Like going into high school is kind of like the signature part of your school career aside from college, you know, and they're right after each other. You go into high school and then you go to college, and it's basically as you're becoming an adult. So that's why these two parts of school are the part that we tend to remember the most. But you know, basically, if you're going into high school, your number one goal should be to make the most out of it, regardless of, you know, grades and who exactly you make friends with. Just make the most out of it that you can. And again, the same can apply to anything else, but the reason I want to talk about high school in particular in this case, and you guys can just, you know, whatever other situation you might be in life, even if you're not in high school at the moment, you can apply this to your own life anyways, but I'm going to apply it directly to high school, and the reason for that is because this year I'm a senior. You guys probably know this. A lot of you guys who saw my video from about a week or two ago where I was talking about finishing high school, and it's crazy to think about, and I was asking you guys what grade you're going into. Well, yeah, so I'm a senior, as some of you know, and I gotta tell you, it's amazing how much better I've gotten to know all the people in my grade the past 8 or 9 months. And it's not all the people in my grade, but just all the people that I'm around. And there are, I could probably name about 10 people, and clearly I'm not going to name them, but you know, there's about 10 people that I could think of right off the top of my head that I've known and been around for quite some time, like at least 2 or 3 years, and I didn't really get to know them until this year. And you know what? I have no regrets about that now, because it's great. I've gotten to know all these people, and you know, so it worked out in the end. But I'm just saying, it would have been so unfortunate if I had gone all the way through high school and never gotten to know these people the way I do now. So many good friends that I've made. And, you know, I've always had plenty of friends. It's just, you want to get to know everyone around you. And, you know, you may have 10 friends in one class, 8 in another. Get to know everybody in the class, because you might not find certain people interesting. You might find others to be rude. And believe me, some people aren't worth your time, because there are some real scumbags out there. But definitely take an interest in people, as long as, you know, again, they're not just some scumbag or something. Because you'd be surprised about what you find out about certain people that you really don't know that much about. And people are a lot of times much more interesting than they seem. So, you know, again, I didn't know a lot of people that I've been around pretty much my entire high school experience, and now that I've gotten to know them, it feels a bit silly that we didn't get to talking to each other and get to know each other sooner. And guys, I think I mentioned this a minute or two ago. That doesn't mean put pressure on yourself. You don't want to go into high school or any other experience thinking like, oh my gosh, I have to make the most out of this. It's only going to be a one-time thing. Like, don't stress it like that. Just know that, like, once this is over, I'm not going to have it back. So let me just do the little things. And by the little things, I mean, it can be as simple as just saying hello to someone in the hallway. I can't tell you how many times And you know, if you're just walking down the hallway to go to the bathroom or something and no one else is there, and then you pass by someone, of course you're going to say hello to them. But just, you know, make every effort to go out of your way to just at least, you know, say hello to someone, say what's up. And even just little things like that. It doesn't have to involve any type of conversation. Even just greeting someone and saying hello. Seriously, guys, it really is that simple. Just doing little things like that makes you more comfortable around other people. It makes other people more comfortable around you. And it makes it so much easier and such a smoother process to become friends with, again, everyone around you. Anyone can make friends. I'm sure all you guys have plenty of friends. But even if you do, you're not necessarily getting the full experience that you could be getting out of high school, out of whatever else, college and middle school. The point I'm trying to make is, guys, I've never really struggled to make friends, but I realized, of course, this year that I should have gotten to know a lot more people a lot better than I did up until the beginning of this year. As I said, of course, now I have no regrets moving forward because, you know, I'm very glad that I was able this year to get to know a lot of people a lot better. And you know, guys, usually you'll know pretty much immediately when you meet someone, or at least very quickly after you meet someone. It'll be pretty easy to tell whether or not that person is half decent. I mean, when you meet someone or you start to get to know someone, as long as they seem like someone that you can get along with, as long as you can get along with that person, take an interest in trying to get to know them. Sure, maybe certain people will turn out to actually be pretty boring and, I mean, just not that fun. Honestly, there are people like that. But again, you would be surprised how many people that are all around you are really much more interesting than they seem at first. And once again, guys, I really cannot stress this enough. It's just about the little things. You really shouldn't try too hard to make friends with, like, everybody, because, yeah, you can try too hard in that sense, and it can work against you. So just make sure that you're real with people. Be your normal self, but just be friendly. Just, again, just a simple hello is all that it takes to start forming a friendship. So I hope you guys can take this advice in stride and hopefully apply it to your own lives. And with that being said, we're coming up towards the end of the video, so hopefully, again, you guys enjoyed this commentary. You can take this advice and use it. As for the gameplay, once again, please subscribe to Counts. Be sure to subscribe to Carnage for more Beast Call of Duty content, and subscribe to my channel if you did enjoy the commentary. But anyway, guys, that does it for this video, so I'll see you all later on.
Like Carnage, and they post 2 videos every day, Yeah, nobody gets support like Carnage. Who breaks world records like